Welcome to my world history notes, where I read from the book I wrote to teach homeschoolers world history. A Bible Believer Looks at World History, which you can find on lulu.com, amazon.com, or at the Bible Baptist bookstore. We're going to discuss the rise of Rome and Greek military power in this episode. So I'll begin. Although people began moving into the Italian peninsula around 2000 BC and built villages on pilings sunk in the water to keep them safe from animal attack, the first named inhabitants of that place were called the Etruscans. We discussed them very briefly before the Michael Grant book, The Etruscans, as having begun to appear about 800 BC. They ruled the Romans for over a century and left 8,000 inscriptions and innumerable works of art to give us some clue as to what their lives were like. The Romans, the Greeks, and the Etruscans themselves all agreed that they came from Asia Minor, modern Turkey, probably Lydia. Lydia's capital was Sardis, and it was home to one of the churches mentioned in the book of Revelation. The Etruscans, who resided primarily in the present-day area known as Tuscany, were ruled by a loose federation of tribes dominated by the Tarquini, present-day Corneto, among others. Through the 6th century, before they were subdued by Rome, they were the strongest political force in Italy, with a well-organized army, a famous cavalry, and a powerful navy that ruled what is still called the Tyrrhene or Etruscan Sea. Like Rome, their rule started out as a monarchy, then became an oligarchy of important families, then an assembly of citizens with property who voted annually for magistrates. Their tombs revealed that they had imported rather than advanced medicine from Egypt and Greece, and dental bridge work has been found. The tombs also abound in jewelry. They loved to wage war, hunt, bullfight in the arena, have chariot races, sometimes pulled by 4-horse teams, through discus and javelin, pole vaulted, raced, wrestled, boxed, and fought in gladiatorial bouts. Their tomb paintings reveal all of this, along with their propensity for cruelty, weightlifting, gambling with dice, playing the flute, and dancing. Like all ancient peoples, they practiced slavery and bouts of riotous drunkenness. Their religion consisted of a greatest god named Tinia, who was a god of thunder and lightning. He had a circle of gods who did his bidding without question, called the 12 great gods, whose names it was forbidden to mention. Mantus and Mania were master and mistress of the underworld, ruling a horde of winged demons. The Etruscans divined the future like the Babylonians by examining the entrails of sheep, and they practiced animal and human sacrifice. Prisoners of war were massacred as the Phocians in 535 BC were stoned to death in the Forum of Caere, and some 300 Romans captured in 358 BC were sacrificed at the town of Tarquini. The Etruscans believed that a slain enemy escaped the clutches of hell. They had a highly developed view of hell, where one went to be judged, then was either punished or sent to reside with other gods. Normally, they buried their dead, but cremation was also practiced. Historians only know about Etruscan history by the artwork they left behind, with the most famous of it being their pottery. They captured Rome in about 618 BC and ruled for 100 years, influencing the attitudes and practices of that culture. And once again, my point is that people are moving out from the Near East, from the Middle East, moving out. They're carrying understandings and religious beliefs and stuff that they've developed. There's a knowledge of things that the Bible has already discussed, or the Bible will discuss long before they even came into being. So Moses' writings will talk about hell, will talk about different things and these people who came from the ancient Near East, from the Middle East, will bring a lot of understanding, but these things will become dim as time goes by and people aren't taught what they know, and things become just simply stories told around a campfire or around the hearth at home or in the king's hall. So, but they're moving out from the center, and so this is where we're getting this development of history. So next, we're going to talk about the founding of Rome itself, and or use archaeology and things like that. But that's for the next episode. Thank you.